Great, good morning, everyone. So let's go ahead and get started with our yoga this morning. Comfortable seated posture on the floor. Oh. All right. What's interesting about doing the yoga and having a routine, well, any routine, is if you kind of are able to pick the same time each day, that's helpful. But even just this practice of coming into a seated posture and starting your yoga practice in that way, we are creatures of habit, and your body will start to automatically relax, right? You're going to start to notice that if you get into your posture or you lay your mat on the floor and you sort of gravitate to that and sit, that you're going to find that you can move into your relaxation much faster. So think about that as you're going throughout your day and sort of our habits and routines, and see if there's, if you can integrate yoga a little bit more into your day. So let's go ahead and start by sitting tall. Close your eyes and take a nice deep breath in and out through your nose. Good. And as you start to withdraw your awareness from what's going on in the room and bring your awareness to your body, I want you to notice the length of your spine, sitting tall, lengthen through the lower back, the upper back, all the way through the top of your head. And just relax down through the forehead and around your eyes, your nose, your cheeks, the corners of your mouth. Relax your jaw. Down through the neck and throat and shoulders, all the way down the arms to your fingertips. And back up through the shoulders. And just relax through the upper back, your chest and lungs, your heart center. Through the abdomen, through the lower back, from the hips all the way down the legs to your feet and toes. So you're just tuning in, noticing how you feel, and then bring your awareness now to your breathing. Count the length of your inhale, count again the length of your exhale, and start to even out your breath. So the breath is nature's remedy for stress. So as you're moving through your yoga class today, we're going to keep bringing our awareness back to the breath. So with your next exhale, let your chin come forward, hang your head down, and bring your chest up towards your chin and just hold. And let your head roll to one side so the face is forward. Let the ear just hang towards your shoulder. Relax your jaw. And around to your back. Let your head go back. And over to your other side. And bring your head back down to the front. Let's do a few circles. Inhale as you roll your head to the back. Exhale as you come back to the front. Do about 3 circles to each side. Okay, when you're done with neck rolls, let your head hang down. Just clasp your hands together, lay them gently on the back of your head and hold. And bring your head back up to center. One hand on the head, the other one rests on the leg gently. Let's draw the ear toward the shoulder and stretch. Relax your jaw. And then back to center and over to the other side. Good. And then back to center and slowly open your eyes. We're going to turn and look from side to side, back and forth. And let your head come right back to center. All right. Let's draw the arms up in front. We're going to wrap one elbow inside of the other. So just tuck one arm in, and you can either have the hands like back to back or wrap the fingers around or the hand around, and then draw your elbows upward and hold. And take a deep breath, 2, 3, and 4. And inhale as you exhale, let those elbows come down and relax. Let's do the other side. So bring the arms up, one elbow inside of the other, back to back, or wrap the hands around again, and go ahead and draw your elbows up and hold. Nice deep breath, 2, 3. Good, and relax under the arms. Arms by the side now. Let's reach out and up. Inhale and stretch. And clasp your hands. Go ahead and turn your palms up. Exhale as you lean to one side and stretch. Inhale as you come up and exhale over. Inhale to center and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Good, and let's come back to center and draw back slightly and stretch. And let the fingertips touch. Inhale and exhale as you reach out and come down. Let's take the hands behind the backs. Now we're going to roll those shoulders back. So we're just kind of moving or rotating our shoulders in all directions to stretch. And relax. Go ahead and reach forward. Let your fingertips touch your shoulders. Make some nice big circles in and back and around. Good, and let's change direction. And relax. Relax your shoulders, stretch your legs out in front of you, and flex your feet. Rock your feet in and out a little bit. All right. Good. Okay, so I'm going to take the blanket out from under my hips, and let's do some stretching for the hips or the legs to begin. We'll start by tucking one heel in, and then have the other heel out in front of you. Line up your heels, and you want to be, mine are about like 12 inches apart, like a foot apart. And just sit up nice and tall. Inhale, as you exhale, slowly start to lean forward. We're just starting to warm up, so this might feel a little tight. So just move slowly. Inhale and exhale deeply. Okay, you're never forcing a stretch, and you're like allowing the stretch. With each exhale, you go just a little deeper. Good. And then go ahead and bring yourself up, and then just stretch to one side, kind of twist a little bit over to the other side and get into your lower back a little bit more. Good. and come back to center. All right, we're going to switch the legs around. So tuck the other heel in, have the other foot out in front. You've got some space between your heels, sit up tall. Inhale as you exhale, lean forward. And breathe. Good, and then go ahead and bring yourself back up. And again, let's just kind of twist just a little bit to one side, over to the other side. And then back to center, stretch your legs out in front of you, rock those feet in and out. All right, so let's come over onto the hands and knees. And we're going to start with our cat and dog tail stretch. If you need extra padding, you can put that blanket underneath your knees. So we'll start with hands under the shoulders, knees hip distance. Tuck your chin in and exhale. And just give yourself a nice stretch. Arch your back, look up and inhale. And just move at your own pace. I want you to notice where you're feeling the stretch. You stretch to the back and shoulders as you exhale. When you arch and look up, you should feel a stretch also through your abdomen. Good. Next exhale, hips towards the heels, forehead to the mat. Reach all the way out with your fingertips and stretch. All right, let's do a downward dog. You want your hands just a little bit wider than the shoulders, palms flat on the mat. Go ahead and come on up and stretch back. And we'll do our runner stretch where you press, bend one knee, press the opposite heel down, alternate your legs. And just stretch out those calves in your runner stretch. All right, shoulders forward, let your knees touch down. Let's do our little twist. So you're going to sit towards the right heel, reach over to the left and stretch out your back and hold. And 2, 3, and 4. And back up onto the hands and knees. We're going to switch over, sit towards that left heel, twist over to the right and stretch. And 2, 3, 4. Back to the hands and knees. Let's go ahead and press back into the downward dog. All right, from here, bring your shoulders forward, let your knees touch down, and you're going to lower your chest right down between the hands. Kneel up into your cobra as you inhale. Nice stretch. Press back onto the hands and knees. Now, if you want, you can rest in a half tortoise or press back into your downward dog. So I'm going to give you those 2 variations. Let's just do that little sequence again, following the breath. Inhale, shoulders come forward. Exhale, knees down, chest down. Heel up into cobra as you inhale. So bringing the chest up, press back into down dog as you exhale. Good. Inhale, shoulders forward. Exhale, knees down, chest down. Heel up into cobra. And then back into downward dog. So a nice way to kind of move through a sequence following your breath. Also builds up some strength in your upper body. Gives you a good stretch in your back. Let's let's work on stretching out our hips and legs. So 2 ways to bring your foot up. The easiest way is to put your knees down and then step your right foot up. Okay. Another way of doing that from your standing downward dog posture is you lean a little bit to the left and you take your right foot and you're going to swing it around almost like in a semicircle and you bring it up between. If you try to bring it straight up, it might get like underneath your chest, it might get stuck halfway. But if you bring your leg out and up, you might be able to swing it up there. So 2 ways to bring your foot up. So I want you to bring your right foot up between your fingertips. Right now you can have your left knee on the mat. What we're going to do is you'll go on the ball of that back foot. I'm going to have you raise your hips up. As you inhale, exhale, let your left knee come down. And we're going to do that 3 times. And 2, and 3. Good. And relax that back knee and back foot and lean into your stretch. You can bring your right arm to the inside and kind of lean into it to increase the stretch. If you want to get down or try to get down onto the elbows, you can. Just kind of see how that feels. And just hold for a moment. Relax with your breath. 1 more. Good. Now you're going to bring one hand back to either side of your foot. You're on the ball of the back foot. Go ahead and lift your hips. Slide your right foot back. You're back to downward dog. So that's sort of our transition posture, if you will. All right, let's do the other side. So you're going to either bring the shoulders forward, put your knees down, step your left foot up, or you can lean onto that right foot, kind of swing your left foot around. Either way. All right, you've got your hands on your mat. You're going to bring your hips up as you inhale. Exhale, let your right knee come down. 2, and 3. Good. Relax the back knee, the back foot, lean into your stretch. If you want to increase the stretch, bring the left arm to your inside and just hold. And you might even come down onto those elbows and forearms. Just hold for a moment. And just notice how you feel. Good, and we're going to come back up, one hand on either side of the foot, step it back into your downward dog and stretch. All right, let the shoulders come forward, knees down to the mat. Slide your right knee all the way up between the fingertips and turn the heel in. So the heel's by your left hip bone. Slide your left leg back even further so it's a deeper stretch. Inhale and look forward, and you should be feeling that stretch right across this upper thigh, pelvis area, stomach area. And then as you come on down, you can rest on your forearms or put your forehead all the way down, and I want you to relax. And take a nice deep breath. If it feels good to rock the hips a little bit from side to side, you can do that. Good. Go ahead and bring your chest up. You've got one hand on either side of the knee. You're on the mat. And I want you to bend your back knee. We're just going to add to the stretch a little bit and just hold for a moment. Good. And relax. Let's take it back to the downward dog. You can do a little runner stretch here. Bend one knee, push the opposite heel down. And from here, let's bring the shoulders forward, knees touch down. Let's slide the left knee all the way up. Turn your heel in, stretch your leg back. And then inhale as you look forward. Stretch and exhale as you come on down. And again, you can rest your forehead down onto your forearms and just relax. Nice deep breath. All right, go ahead and bring your chest up, hands on the mat. Let's bend that back knee and just hold for a moment and stretch. Good, and relax and step it back into your downward dog. Do your runner stretch again. Good, shoulders forward, knees touch down to the mat, hips back to your heels. Now you can relax those wrists and hands, open and close your fingers, your fists a couple of times. Rock your hips a little bit from side to side. And go ahead and bring yourself up into a kneeling posture. Okay. Let's curl the toes under, sit back on your heels and stretch. Good. From here, let's come on up to standing pose. So go ahead and bring yourself up. And let's start with the feet about hip distance apart. All right, knees are soft. Lean forward, roll around to the back. Inhale, exhale as you come back to the front. Good, and let's change direction. And come back to center. Inhale as you exhale, fold into that front bend. Let your arms hang, your head hang. Just swing gently from side to side. Good, and let's come down into a squat. So go ahead and bring yourself down. And back into that front bend. And back down to the squat. Good, front bend again. And let's bring the chest up, hands to your hips. Inhale as you come out, support your back. So your hands are on your lower back. Soften your knees a little bit, just look through the chest and lean back. And then right back up to center. Let's draw the feet closer. Arms slightly out to the side. Good, inhale, reach out and up. And stretch, you're gonna let the fingertips touch and reach to the ceiling. Exhale, lean to one side and stretch. Inhale as you come up, exhale over. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale, and exhale. Good, right back to center. Inhale, exhale, right down into your front bend. Let's draw the chest forward and stretch out that back. Inhale. Exhale as you fold into your front bend. And now reach and come on up. Inhale and stretch. And then bring your hands back to the heart. Inhale, reach up. And exhale as you fold. Draw the chest forward and inhale. Exhale as you fall. Inhale, reach and come on up. And then back to the heart. And just move at your own pace. We're going to do this vinyasa, this sequence a few times. Following your breath. Okay, let's do one more. Inhale and exhale deeply. And then back. Good, and relax. All right, go ahead and open your feet wide onto your mat. Have your toes point straight ahead. Okay. And let's go ahead and extend the arms out. So we're going to do our triangles today. I'm going to start with my left foot. So I'm going to turn my left foot out to the side, angle the back foot in, your right foot in slightly, and try to keep your hips facing forward. So just that belly button still pointing straight ahead, extending the arms out. So inhale, and as you exhale, reach out over that left leg, and then you just pivot. Your hand can rest on the leg or lightly touch the leg and reach up towards the ceiling. Look up at your thumb. If you need more balance, it's okay to look down. And I want you to press into your heels, no bend in the knees. So your legs are nice and straight and strong, and hold. Breathe. One more. With your next inhale, reach and come on up. And exhale, turn your foot up. We're going to switch over. So the right foot turns out, your back foot angles in, the hips are open. Inhale, as you exhale, reach out over that right leg and come on down and hold. Nice strong legs, 2, 3, one more breath, 4, good. Inhale, reach and come on up, and exhale, turn your foot in. Let's do that again. So left foot out, right foot angles in, hips are open. Inhale, as you exhale, reach out and come on down, and hold. 2, 3, and 4. Inhale, reach and come on up. Exhale, turn your foot in. Let's switch over. Right foot out, back foot angles in. Inhale, exhale as you reach out and come down. Fingertips lightly touch the mat. Reach up towards the ceiling. Nice strong legs, and breathe. 2, 3, 4, and inhale, reach and come on up. Exhale, turn your foot in. Good, go ahead and relax your shoulders. All right, I'm gonna have you bring your feet in a little bit closer, but I still want them wider than your hips. Okay, they're just not quite as wide as the triangle. We're gonna do what's called the pyramid pose. So in the pyramid pose, let's start on the right side this time. You're gonna turn the toes of your right foot out. You're gonna angle your back foot, left foot in, but this time you're actually going to turn your hips. You're gonna pivot your hips. So your hips, your belly button are facing the same direction as your right foot, okay? If your left hip is back a little bit, you need to scoot your back foot in. You're just a little too wide. We want the hips to be square so that both hips are facing straight ahead. Legs are nice and strong. We're not bending the knees, so let's keep the legs strong. Now I'm going to teach you a couple of variations. So one variation is to have the hands on the hips. This is the easiest one for balance. Okay. Another variation would be to clasp your hands behind your back and roll your shoulders back and move into the posture. So I'm going to leave that open to you, whatever variation you want. So you'll inhale as you exhale, come forward into your front bend, no bend in the knees. Let yourself fold. You can also do a third variation where you release your hands down towards the mat, whatever feels comfortable for you. And we're going to hold 2 and 3. One more breath. 4. Good. Now with balance, bring your chest up. Your hands are on the hips, or you could have your hands clasped behind your back. Good. And then turn your foot in. So we're working on your balance as well. So left foot turns out, back foot angles in. Turn so that your hips are square. They're facing the wall in front of you. No bend in the knees. You're keeping the legs nice and straight. Inhale as you exhale, fold forward. Take your time. Keep your balance. And if you feel comfortable, you can be releasing the hands. If you're clasping the hands behind your back, you're actually raising them up behind your back. And just hold 2, 3, and 4. And then slowly come back up with balance and back to center. Good. And go release your hands if you were clasping them, and relax the shoulders. Good. Bring the feet in just a little bit closer. Let's fold into a front bend and sway a little bit from side to side and just stretch out that lower back. Come down into your squat. Go ahead and bring yourself down. You can bring the heels up, or you can try squatting with your feet flat. All right, and then from here, go ahead and sit down onto your mat, stretch your legs out in front of you, and just rock your feet in and out a couple of times. Okay, I'm going to, let me think what I want to do next. I'm going to do some, let's come onto our backs, just looking at the time. So if you want extra padding, you can put your blanket down. I'm going to work on our lower back and stomach area. Okay, so come on down onto your mat and draw your knees into your chest. And just take a nice deep breath here. And just rock gently from side to side, massaging your back. Good. All right. So let's start with the feet on the mat. Knees are bent, and we're going to clasp the hands behind the back of your head. And we're going to do sort of some stomach crunches, but we're going to be kind of moving with the breath, and I'm going to show you some variations. So one variation is you'll keep your right foot on the mat. You're going to bring your chest up, but you're going to bring the left knee in. So the right elbow and the left knee come together. And then you'll put your left foot down on the mat. Now I want you to keep your shoulders up. And then your left knee and right elbow come, or excuse me, left elbow and right knee come together. So you're kind of doing opposite sides. So you notice that my chest is staying up. I'm supporting the back of my head with my hands. And I'm just rotating or alternating elbow to knee. A more advanced variation is to extend the opposite leg out and not actually put a foot onto the mat. Okay, so let's do that. I'm just gonna, you can rest for just a moment. Okay, decide which variation you want to do. Bring your chest up, right elbow to left knee is 1, and then switch to the other side, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6, 7, and 8. We'll do 10, 9, and 10. And then you can rest and just put your feet on the mat and relax your shoulders down. Take a deep breath here. So if it's causing pain in your lower back, I recommend always keeping one foot on the mat at all times. But if you're able to extend your leg out, go ahead and do that. So let's bring up the shoulders again. Right elbow to the left knee. Will be 1, and then 2, and 3. Your breath is just steady. 4, 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and 9, and 10. And go ahead and rest. Put your feet down, relax your back. Take a nice deep breath. And we're going to do one more set. And if you want to rest during the set, that's okay too. Okay, so you're going to bring your chest up, or if you want to alternate, keep one foot on the mat, that's fine. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. And go ahead and relax. And you can undo your hands. Just let your hands rest by your sides. So now I want you to notice how you feel. Okay, you might feel a little bit of tension in your back or your stomach. So I want your feet about hip distance. We're going to do a bridge posture. So we're going to stretch that area. Press your back into the mat, press your feet down, and raise your hips up and give your lower back a nice stretch and hold. And inhale as you exhale, roll down slowly. And go ahead and bring your knees into your chest. Stretch it out. Maybe rock a little bit from side to side. Feet on the mat, hip distance apart. Go ahead and lift your hips up. Stretch. Hold. Inhale as you exhale, roll down slowly. Vertebra at a time. Go ahead and pull your knees in. Relax. Rock a little bit from side to side. Good. Feet on the mat, hip distance apart. Let's lay the right ankle across your left knee. Draw both legs in, and you're going to put your right hand through your legs. You're going to hold on to this left leg, draw that leg in gently. You're going to feel that stretch on your right hip and buttock area, maybe through the knee and ankle, and just gently draw that in. If it feels good to rock a little bit from left to right, you can do that. Good, and relax. Let's undo the legs. Let's do the other side. Left ankle across that right knee. Draw your legs in. Hold on to your knee and draw up and hold. Maybe rock a little bit from side to side if that feels good. Stretch out your hip. Good, and relax. Go ahead and undo the legs. All right, I'm going to have you stretch your legs all the way down into the floor. Reach your arms beyond your head and stretch. Let your fingertips touch. So it's like you're being stretched from one side of the room to the other. Good, and then let's bring the arms out by your sides. Stretch them out. You can have the palms facing upward. Take your right foot, place it on your left knee. Now you just shift over to your left hip. So you're going to let that leg cross over you. Now you'll want to turn your head, look out towards your right hand so that you can draw that shoulder towards the floor. And then use your left hand to gently draw down with your leg and just hold. And breathe, 2, 3, 4. Good. Slowly untwist. Let's go ahead and do the other side. So you're going to stretch your legs out, place your left foot on top of your right knee, shift onto your right hip, reach out towards that left arm and stretch. You can gently place your hand on your knee and gently draw that knee towards the floor and hold. Good. And slowly untwist, bring yourself back onto your back. Let's draw the knees in one more time and relax your back. And stretch yourself out. So go ahead and stretch all the way down onto your mat. Arms by your side. You can rock your head gently from side to side. So relax your neck. Eyes are closed softly. Just bring your head back to center. Shoulders are relaxed. So letting go of any tension in the face, the neck, the shoulders, the arms. Relax through your torso from the hips down the legs to your feet and toes. Good. Inhale and exhale deeply. And just for the next few minutes, allow the floor to support your body. Allow your body to just kind of sink into the floor, into your mat. Inhale and exhale deeply. Now take a deep breath. Relax again through the toes and feet. Your lower legs, knees, and upper legs. Relax through the pelvis and hips. Through the abdomen, through the lower back. Relax through the heart center, your upper back, your chest and lungs. Relax from the shoulders down to the fingertips. And then back up through the shoulders, through the neck, through the face, through the top of your head. And as you start to come out of your relaxation, you can draw the knees into your chest and relax your lower back. And then you can roll to your side and just rest on your side for a moment. And when you feel ready, you can bring yourself up to comfortable seated posture. All right, and then we'll close the class, hands to the heart. Namaste. All right, if you're going to go about your day, I want to wish you a really good day. Set your intentions of what you want, how you want to feel for the rest of the day. Set that intention. If you'd like to stay and do some meditation, feel free to do that. So for the meditation part, you want to be in a comfortable seated posture. You want to be able to sit for about 15 minutes. And just doing 15 minutes in a day of meditation, or if you have the time to do, when you wake up in the morning and then before you go to bed at night, you'll see that it's going to make a difference in your day. It'll make a difference with how you feel, which will ultimately make a difference with how that day sort of unfolds for you. Okay. So today we'll do the alternate nostril breathing, and I'll walk you through that. And as a reminder, you can use either hand, but you're going to be like, if you're using the right hand, you tuck the first 2 fingers in, your thumb will close the right nostril. The inside of your ring finger will be closing the left nostril. So we're going to close one side of the nose at a time. So we're breathing in and out of one nostril at a time. And this practice will help open sort of both passageways, nasal passageways with the air to the brain. It'll make it easier to take some deep breaths. Okay, and I'll just walk you through that. So just begin by closing your eyes, relaxing for a moment. Bring your hand up in front of your face. Take a nice deep breath in. And let's close the right nostril with your thumb and exhale through the left. Close that left nostril and inhale through the right. Close the right nostril, exhale left. Close the left and inhale right. Close the right nostril, exhale left. Close that left nostril, inhale right. Good, now exhale through the right nostril. Keep that one open. Close the right nostril, inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale left. And now let your hand come down and exhale and inhale evenly through both nostrils. And now continue to listen to the sound of your breathing. If you need to help to focus, you just count the length of your inhale, count the length of your exhale, even out your breath. And when the thoughts come into your mind, imagine they're like clouds just passing by. Let them go. Come back to the sound of your breathing and or the counting, if that helps. And just allow your breath to deepen, to slow down.